Hello, and welcome to Ruby25 Rock. A moment on the paladin buff assignments that you can imagine there will be. That's paladin buffs. Check power here in a second. Yeah.
It was glorious.
Got a fish down by the blue square. You should not be flasking from any bosses, but if you need a flask, trade it with gold or flask to mirror the blue square. Pretty check not quite for pull, but just to see if everyone is here. This Rex and Trick will be to Death Knight. The Death Knight, copy 1 will be going to Allrise, copy 2 will be going to Maroon. Hunters, tanks, move up, engage Bothras, the Warborn rogues.
오, 4, 3, 2.
Other way, can't feel it.
당신이 대상입니다. 밀쳐내기. 당신이 대상입니다. 밀쳐내기. 당신이 대상입니다.
Engage Sylvian Ragefire, Mr. X and Tricks 2, Death Knight, the Death Knight.
당신이 대상입니다. Extremely cringe, please do not do that. 잠시 후 공포. 잠시 후 공포. 잠시 후 공포.
Alrighty, you'll find both assignments in the Ars Assignments channel and in the General Discord. Go over them in raid warning and verbally and get the show on the road. If you have not traded for Flask, trade with gold to mirror the blue square. Those who need a fish is down by the blue square. If you have nothing to do and you want to hop on a mammoth, go ahead and do so. Ready. The outside healers are Power, Wasif, and Arixa. Power and Wasif, you will never be going inside. Arixa, you'll be heading in at 75 and exiting at 50. Your inside healers are Illegitimate, Elite Drunk, and Arbudu. Your outside tank is Death Knight the Death Knight. Your ad tank is All Rise. Your inside tank is Mario. Beat to spell odds will be the responsibility of Stress Test. It's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, so on and so forth. VQX, you'll be evens, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on and so forth. Boss HP. Our mastery rotation will be Stress Test into ZQX into Legitimate into Stress Test. Cuna, after the second cutter ends, fit in your Hymn of Hope, and then Tal sometime between 30 and 40%. And your Hymn of Hope. All Rise will be outside Devotion Aura, judging Light, and his Sacred Shield will be placed on himself. Arixa, you'll be on Fire as Aura, judging Wisdom. Your Sacred Shield is for Death Knight the Death Knight. Also, if you're also going to be on Fire Aura, judging Wisdom, you don't need to Sacred Shield anyone, save the global cooldown. I'll be handling inside Deva Aura, judging Light with the Rats judging Wisdom. I'll Sacred Shield myself, of course. All Shamans dropping Wrath of Air Totem. Arixa, you'll be responsible for First Bad Fire in regards to doing both DSAC and Aura Mastery. And then Wasif, if there's another Bad Fire, you will use your DSAC and Aura Mastery. Note that Aura Mastery is off the global cooldown, and you can make a macro to DSAC and Aura Mastery at the same time, which I strongly recommend you do. It is a very easy macro to make. Just one line /cast Divine Sacrifice, next line /cast Aura Mastery. Very easy stuff. Innervates are as follows. When the boss HP is around 75 to 77%, Mystics will innervate Arixa. Kuryu, you'll get Arixa before he heads out at 55%. Arbudu, you'll use your innervate just as needed, and then due to time, you're going to innervate Elite Trunk at 55%. Outside spell primary will be small. That being said, just tell you due to time, Tal and Cuna. Do not just let people sit at the wall. Rogues of the raid, there are 3 of you. Discuss which one of you is going to be doing expose armor outside, as we do not have an outside warrior to do sunders. Warriors of the raid, make sure that you are doing a commanding shout, Gabaskull, both at the start and then at 51%. Gabaskull the warrior. Make sure you're properly glyphed and spec'd for this encounter. If you have any questions, now is the time to ask. That being said, that's about everything I can really assign to you. If everyone does their jobs appropriately and stays alive the entire time, the boss will die without issues. Stay ready check ideally for pull. If you have not traded for Flask, then trade with gold for Flask. To mirror the blue square. Let's get a mage buff, 2 people missing. Some sap, are you good to go? Word. A slightly longer pull timer for our initial pull timer. Do respect the slightly longer initial pull timer here. That being said, pull timer is live and you can Flask up as early as right now.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Lead trunk to the wall.
유성 피하세요.
Meteor, 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 meteor. Just test wall. You should not be casting Blizzard right now. Why are you casting Blizzard right now?
유성 피하세요.
Meteor, meteor. Sustrog to the wall. Save your cloak, I will cleanse you. No, come on back. Atmosphere to the wall. One back. If the embers are growing all rise, you gotta pull them away. You should have big embers like this. No one goes in, we gotta clean up these embers. Do not right click, take your hand off the mouse. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Follow me in. Destruction tricks twice to Maru. Unit to the wall. These are our balls. We start rotating with these balls. Stress test your aura mastery. Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Just out of the wall. These are our balls. Beware the shadows. EQX your aura mastery.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Some sap to the wall. %. Do your hand. Go up, keep it. Exit to the wall. Beware the shadows. Illegitimate your aura mastery. Raid slow on boss. Pull pets slow on boss 2%. Stop on boss. Debuff in 7 seconds 1%. Debuff in 4 seconds. Hard stop on boss. Outside be healing. Outside be healing. Push boss. DQX to the wall. Transition. Get out if you don't belong here. Skeeter the Rogue, why are you still in here?
Slow
Skeeter the
DPS.
Rogue. There you go. Here are the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Just tail to the wall, but carry you to the wall. Meteor, 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 meteor. Respect the fire. Use a little DPS to not die to fire. That's okay.
More DPS.
DQX to the wall. Outside add priority, but do not kill yourself on those odds. Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
DPS is normal all realms. Outside do clean up all those embers in the inferno. Meteor, meteor. Small to the
Slow
wall.
DPS.
Outside heroism. Power. Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
ZQX to the wall. Link his Deathlog. See it. Type it up.
More DPS.
Back and get buffed. Alright, so he got a beacon from Erixa, he got a beacon from Wasif, he got attacked. He got a Riptide Tick, he got an Ancestral from you, which means that you were healing someone that was not him. Who are you healing that was not the main tank? It's not your job. There are only 2 raid frames that exist in this fight for you, yours and the tanks. Everyone else is not your responsibility. As for the Holy Paladins, Erixa, there's like a 0.7-second window where like you should have had a heal in on the main tank here, and also if there's like a 0.3-second window where you should have had a heal on the main tank, and that just didn't happen. That's like a failure of all 3 healers simultaneously. Don't let that happen. For the Holy Paladins, your beacon should be on Death Knight, and you can be spamming heals on either yourselves or onto All-Res. Let Glyph of Holy Light handle any raid healing that needs to be done. So this would be just the first 2 Living Infernos. Sma the Mage. Do you understand your job here as a range DPS? Beep boop, Sma the Mage. Can you hear me? Sma the Mage on Discord. Hello. As a range DPS on this fight, first and foremost, your priority is to attack the Living Inferno, unless for some reason it's been called to not attack the Living Inferno. You have 44,000 damage on the Living Inferno. That is an incorrect amount to have on the Living Inferno. As a range DPS on this fight, from 100% to 75% of the boss's health, the Living Inferno is your priority. When the Living Inferno is dead, you would then attack Hellion. The only time as a ranged DPS you go on Embers is if boss health is a sub 50%, and then it's Inferno, then Embers, then Hellion. Above 50% or above 75%, we're looking to make the 2 meteor transition, so we're looking for minimal damage on Embers at that time. Please do not use Seal of Command on this fight. Again, we are looking to make the 2 meteor transition. We do not need extra damage on the Embers. They will die just like passive AoE. The Embers are not a priority until sub 50%. Anyways, ready check ideally for Pulse, Susrogue, and Wasif eat the fish. Mages, Sma and Justil focus magic each other, whatever. Atmosphere, summon, and soul link with your pet. Everyone just come back ready. On the ready check, we do need a wisdom on lots of feral, whatever. Wisdom on druids. Quarter pull timer. Get your mistracks and tricks onto Death Knight the Death Knight.
오, 4, 3, 2.
You're at max melee range from Hellion, totems down. As we move through, get totems under the belly. We will not benefit from them if they're at the wall. Small to the wall.
유성 피하세요.
Meteor, 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 meteor. Erix has used his buttons, whilst if you are next, if there is a bad fire, no one will call for it. It is your responsibility to push the buttons if you see the fire approaching the raid. Probably to the wall. Rogues of the raid, please cease fan of knives after your tricks is done.
유성 피하세요.
Meteor. CQX to the wall. We are on track, DPS as you normally would. No one right clicks, hand off the mouse. Push Hallion 1% and clean up the embers. Just tail over the ball. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Follow me in. This fixed and fixed twice. Tumor own. CQX wall. Don't go too far because these are our balls. Beware the shadows. Stress test your aura mastery.
경로에서 빠지세요.
DQX wall once again. Beware the shadows. ZQX your aura mastery.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Yuna wall. Need him up and its head.
밖으로 뛰세요.
Give a skull to the ball. Hard stop on boss, pull pets. Hard stop on boss, pull pets. These are our balls. Beware the shadows. Illegitimate aura mastery.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Hard stop on boss, pull pets. Debuff in 8 seconds. Hard stop on boss, pull pets. 1% outside be healing. Debuff in 3 seconds. Small to the wall. Get out if you're not balling here immediately.
Slow DPS.
Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
You do time to the wall, but carry you to the wall. Meteor.
More DPS.
Carry you wall. Beware the shadows. Just test your aura mastery as it comes up. Power shocks
경로에서
wall.
빠지세요.
What happened? Is that like another tank death, or what happened there?
More DPS.
I assume that's his deathlog and shot, so gets a beacon, he gets attacked, he gets a beacon, power was at the wall. Wasif, what is the cast time on your Holy Light, like in raid setting? I think once we're in and you've casted a Holy Light. Right. And so it's going to go down to like 1.2 once you have like totem and you've casted a Holy Light, right? So like what were you doing for 0.5 seconds in between like your heal of 7k and the tank's death? And like even Arixa, like there's less wiggle room there, but like there's room for another heal from you on the main tank there. Like You guys didn't have debuff, you weren't moving for fire, right? So why is the tank dead? Why is there like 1.3 plus seconds without a holy light on the tank? Are any of the three outside healers crossing early? I mean, no, that wasn't during Meteor, I don't think. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Word. I see. Mm. Note that Arixa is responsible for first bad fire, and Isak is a 2-minute cooldown. So, like, if you don't like see him use his, then don't use your DSUC. Try it again. Fish is down by the blue square. Eat the fish. Kenny or aspects. Do a mage buff. Power Assessor, Dragon Executor. Eat the fish. Is that from last poll? Mr. Mage, we talked about this a poll ago. Why do you have 90,000 damage on the Living Inferno? Small the Mage, beep boop, hello? Get a couple consumptions on you, okay. Don't know if that tracks with being below the tank on Inferno damage. We'll see how you look on this poll, I suppose. Get your mistakes and checks onto Death Knight the Death Knight.
오, 4, 3,
Legitimate to wall.
유성 피하세요.
Media. Legitimate as you can, Hand of Salvation, Justly, Group 5, the Mage in Group 5. I'll rise to the wall.
유성 피하세요.
Media. Atmos to the wall. One back. Globals into Hallion. Whatever you're doing, stop it and put your global cooldowns into Hallion directly. Single target into Hallion is the call. Single target into Hallion is the call. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3. Follow me in. For you to the wall, don't go too far because these are our balls. Beware of the shadows. Stress test your aura mastery.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Beware of the shadows. CQX your aura
경로에서
mastery.
빠지세요.
Legitimately to the wall. Rixa, you're gonna stay in. Bakiryu, you're gonna head out, and Badara's illegitimate. And illegitimate, you'll be the outside healer. Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Outside be healing. It's gonna transition. Debuff in 6 seconds. Debuff in 4 seconds. And Bakiryu, give your innervate to illegitimate. Arbitre to the
Slow
wall.
DPS.
Heater to the wall. Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Arbitre to the wall again.
More DPS.
Outside, add parity, but do not kill yourself on those odds. Power shocks to the wall. Ghost test to the wall. Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Word. Meteor, meteor.
More DPS.
Yep.
Slow DPS.
딜 멈춰.
Power got debuff. Ran into inside debuff that was dispelled at basically the same time as outside debuff.
딜 멈춰.
So our inside Holy Paladin ran into Twilight Cutter. That being said, outside Holy Paladins, in this case it would have been Wasif and Illegitimate, when someone gets Fiery Combustion, if you're not actively healing the off tank, and even if you are actively healing the off tank, you should be like cycling heals onto the debuff target. Like Beacon always on Death Knight, and then you're either healing like All Rise or like debuff target. And that way, even if they get double debuffed, they have like a Holy Light coming in and they're not like dead, right? That being said, Illegitimate, you would have been outside. You don't appear to have any heals on the main tank in 2 seconds. Why? Like Holy Light is like a one. Like Holy Shock, like do something. Bubble and hand attack the tank. I don't know, man. Like if you're gonna come tank inside, I'll fucking Holy Paladin outside and fix this shit real quick. Like. No, Soulstone in the tank is like never like valid here. Going to assume that our hunter is disconnected. You can message me on Discord if you are. Okay. You need to let me know if you're gonna be like AFK like this, man. At the very least, take like a quarter of a second and type BRB into chat. Quite literally, even if your house is on fire, you can take like a tenth of a second to type fucking BRB. Mage buff, druid buff, priest buffs. Won't make a difference if like you've taken 1 second to say BRB. Anyways,
오, 4, 3,
here we go.
2.
Yes, assignments are as normal. I only had you stay in last time because of that inside healer death. Stress test level.
유성 피하세요.
Meteor, meteor. Stress test, you have probably killed yourself unless you are very fast. But you made it. Erixa,
피하세요.
Erixa, quicker than that, come on. Erixa, that was like mostly on you, unless of the raid for not moving. Swipe it up.
피하세요.
Like, if... I don't know. Get back and get buffed quickly. The fire was a little fucking AIDS, but also like... Fucking... Yeah. The fire can never make a complete 180, so your safest play is to like strafe and move into the boss. Anyways, get back, get buffed. Quickly. Fish is down by the blue square. It's funny. Confirmation ready check ideally for Paul. Who is... Here we go, 1 minute, okay. Do priest buffs, Tyler Cuna. It's in the ring. Here's 60 seconds. I'll pull when this hits 0. Indeed. Get your misjacks and tricks onto Death Knight the Death Knight. Indeed, stop suck.
5, 4, 3, 2.
So that you are max melee range. Arbiter to the wall.
유성 피하세요.
Melee. Test. You don't need to cast Fan of Knives on one number. Extremely fucking
유성
stupid.
피하세요.
Melee. Out of the wall. Rixa has used his buttons, and he'll be next as well because it'll be off cooldown by the time you're outside again. Interesting. No one right clicks, hand off the mouse. We have ads to clean up. No one right clicks, hand off the mouse. Key noted to the wall. Do not right click. 7, 6, 5, 4. Follow me in. We are going to rotate with these balls. Key noted to the wall. Beware the shadows. Stress test your aura mastery. Also your...
경로에서 빠지세요.
Mystics wall. Beware the shadows. EQX your aura mastery.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Out of the wall. Do your hymns, do your mana tides, mana. Raid, pull pets, auto attack only on Hellion for a moment. Pull pets, auto attack only on Hellion, no specials on Hellion. Arbiter to the wall. Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
DPS normally on Hellion, push pets on Hellion, DPS normally on Hellion, push. 2%. Legitimate to the wall. Outside be healing, 1%. Get out if you don't belong here immediately. Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요. 밖으로 뛰세요.
Jade Skull Wall. Power Shocks Wall. Meteor.
밖으로 뛰세요.
Jade Skull Wall.
More DPS.
Shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Alexa Wall. CQX Wall. Meteor. Tall
More
Wall.
DPS.
Shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요. 밖으로 뛰세요.
Jade Skull Wall. Alexa Wall. Stress Test Wall.
Slow DPS.
Shadows.
경로에서
Secure you
빠지세요.
as you can. Head outside. Debuff in 8 seconds. The priority on Embers.
밖으로 뛰세요.
Because that fog, and it's like a 10% fucking corp difference.
Slow DPS.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Hey, we have a beacon with Blaster Healing Wave. Beacon.
딜 멈춰.
Every single one of
딜
you
멈춰.
went over 2 seconds without healing him.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Hard DPS.
Like, actually, what are you doing? Power, you understand how to cross early, right? Like the concept of it? It's not new, it's just it makes things a little more consistent outside. Okay, so like a meteor happens, right? And we cross over. Everyone crosses over for the first meteor. When the fire dissipates from the first meteor, there's a window where there's no fire on the ground and before the second meteor has landed. As the fire starts to dissipate, you are going to run across to the other side to be alone on the other side. That way, when the other healers are moving, you are still there bombing the tank. However, there is a chance that the meteor will be on you. If that is the case, then call out, don't move, so the ray doesn't walk into the meteor. Warlock to play a Summoning Stone, Atmosphere, please and thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Give me 1 second. It's cringe. um, I'll take your proposal into consideration. Embarrassed at the moment. One second. 1 second. 1 second. Back to not pop army. Nothing. I'm just
Hope.
the hunters say relog. Okay. All rise your righteous fury. Mage just your focus magic. And do a mage buff as well. I'll do a fish for you. Here's a fish. One moment, I'll drop a mammoth. Mammoth deployed. Repair and refish your agents at the mammoth. Give your focus magic to the other mage. Eat the fish. Respect the pull timer. Alright. Get your mistakes and checks onto Death Knight, the Death Knight.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get this done. We have everything we need. Just everyone needs to stay alive. I'll rise to the wall. Cleanse yourself.
우선
Yep.
피하세요.
Media. Erixa has pushed his buttons. Wasif, you'll be next. Wasif to the wall.
유성 피하세요.
Media. I'll head to the wall. No one else needs to worry about me.
피하세요.
Wasif, given a solid point for your buttons about 4 seconds ago. Erixa is next. Config to the wall. Config, come back. No one right clicks, hand off the mouse. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Follow me in. Best test wall. Also, these are our balls. Beware of the shadows. We rotate with these balls.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Stress test your aura mastery. Some sap to the wall. CQX comes some sap to the wall. Word. That's fine. Beware the shadows. EQX your aura mastery.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Keying onto the wall. Raid auto attack only and pull pets. Auto attack only and pull non-demonology pets. Demonology pet can stay. Auto attack only on the boss. Cesaro to the wall. And Cesaro at the wall. Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Push as normal, DPS as normal. It's fine. Outside, be healing 1% on the boss. Debuff on Herbidu. Everyone else get out that twin belong here immediately. Transition.
Slow DPS.
Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Stress test and Kenny to the wall. And Hunter at the wall. Meteor.
More
Blade
DPS.
Shrunk to the wall. Viewing the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Blade Shrunk to the wall once again. Meteor, meteor. Pewter to the
More
wall.
DPS.
Outside add priority, but do not kill yourself on those odds. Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Blade Shrunk once again to the wall. Illegitimate DSOC and ZQX Aura Mastery. Cleanse the rogue at the wall. Mages. Goods. Jesus fuck. Suspect at the wall.
Slow
Blade
DPS.
Shrunk to the wall again. Outside heroism.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Hilarious. I guess Death Log. That wasn't even like a bad fucking fire. Like, what the fuck?
Slow
Okay.
DPS.
Went out and curved slightly. I whip it.
경로에서 빠지세요.
More DPS.
Okay, it's got a beacon hit for 11k. Again, we have 1 HPAL and our Resto Shaman that simply don't have heals on the tank for 2 seconds. Sorry, man. Brad, come fucking Resto Shaman. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're going over 2 seconds without healing the tank, right? Like, and Wasif, like, same question again to you. What are you doing in these, like, 2 fucking seconds that you don't have, like, a single heal on the tank? Where your heal's going, where your global's going, what are you doing? Hello, hello, I might have you like Holy Paladin after this poll. Also, mages, Sma the mage, I have you on outside dispel primary. That means when someone's at the wall, you need to use remove curse on them. Executor should not have sat at the wall for like 8 seconds. But also just mage, duty time, Tal and Kuna. Don't just let people sit at the wall. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, everything is the same for now. And if tank deaths are still an issue after this poll, or at least like replace one of the Holy Paladins with the unused Holy Paladin. Please deploy a Summoning Stone, Atmosphere. Eat a Flask, trade with gold for Flask. Fish is down at the blue square. You have nothing to do and want to hop on a mammoth, feel free to do so. Priest buff, Druid buff, Mage buff. Mages focus match each other, small and just mage. With A ready to check ideally for poison bread in here. Hang on. There we go, that's in here. Atmosphere Soul Link with your pet makes you more resilient. Also put on your armor. Small the mage, give your focus magic to the other mage. Sure, okay. Do a mage buff. Confirmation ready check, ideally for full. Oh, yeah. Breadsham, your earth-loving weapon. Yes, Bread, you are full-time outside, never coming inside. And Bread, pre-cross, I guess. Full-timer is live. Get your mistakes and tricks onto Death Knight the Death Knight.
오, 4, 3,
I don't know what that means. Celestial Goal, save your cloak, I will cleanse you when you get
유성
there.
피하세요.
Meteor, just keep running. Illegitimate as you can, salve mage group 5, thank you. Best mage to the wall. Don't know what that was, but I like multi-talented, that's fine. That's fine, Rex. Wasif, your next bad fire, meteor. Atmosphere to the wall, no one else needs to worry about him. Atmosphere, come back. Globals into Hellion, whatever you're doing, stop AOing and globals into Hellion. Globals into Hellion is the call. Put your globals into Hellion. Okay, globals into Hellion. Close. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and mistakes and tricks twice. Chamber. Rotate with these balls, Elite Drunk to the wall. Just test your aura mastery. Where are the shadows?
경로에서 빠지세요.
Sticks to the wall. Beware of the shadows, EQX your aura mastery.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Kino wall. Raid auto attack only, pull pets. Demonology pet can stay, auto attack only, no specials on high end. Power to the wall. Wait 15 seconds. Beware the shadows, beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Hard stop on boss. Debuff in 5 seconds. Debuff in 3 seconds. Outside be healing. Push boss. Kino wall. Everyone else get out. There's no balling here. Got paladins. Why does Kino not have a freedom? Figure it out. That's why
Slow
you're here.
DPS.
Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Arbudu and Alres. Meteor.
More
Elite drunk.
DPS.
Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Scooter the rogue to the wall. DPS is normal all realms. Do clean up those umbers outside, however. The you wall.
More DPS.
That's rogue wall. Beware the shadows. As you QX as it comes up, your aura mastery.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Voodoo wall. Wall.
Slow DPS.
Test wall. Outside heroism, bread. Beware the shadows. Stay.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Exa DSOC or mastery. Boss if you are next. Kiryu wall. Alright wall. The Kiryu head out.
Slow
Take the portal.
DPS.
Inside, very briefly, just auto attack. Beware the shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Elite trunk wall. Meteor. Boss if wall. I'll res DSOC if you have it.
More DPS.
ZQX all outside add priority, but do not kill yourself on those odds. Beware the shadows. Actually, Elite Drunk, heroism.
경로에서 빠지세요.
DPS is normal outside, but do clean up the odds. Urxa wall. Illegitimate wall. Meteor. Also, if you're DSOC and Aura Mastery.
Slow DPS.
Inside auto attack only briefly. Beware the shadows. Aura as well.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Outside pump, clean up the odds. Inside stop on boss. Inferior wall. DPS is normal inside. Clean up all the odds outside. Clean up the Inferno, clean up the Embers.
Slow DPS.
밖으로 뛰세요.
At Sham and give us call. The shadows.
경로에서 빠지세요.
Any cooldowns you have, Rixa, D-Suck, or Mastery if you get it. Give your hand a sack to the tank. Otherwise, globals for Halion. Get out of the fire and globals for Halion. No DPS into the odds, globals for Halion only. Okay, thank you, Brad. Imagine just like casting heals on the fucking tank.